Hello and welcome to Dave's Delightful Dishes. And as always, I'm Dave, and it is such a delight to have you here visiting me in my kitchen. And today, we're doing lunch. We're gonna have some sandwiches. Come check it out. So I've had, you guys are sending me in challenges and requests and suggestions. And my friend Gary in Maryland, amongst some other things that I've actually done, which were actual challenges, this one is more of kind of like, I'd like to see this. And he asked for Monte Cristos. Now, we did just get back from Disney, and Disney has their own take on it. So I'm kind of doing a blend between the ones that I saw in Disney and what was like a regular Monte Cristo recipe. And this is a brand new recipe for me because I don't eat cheese, so I wouldn't normally have basically a fancy grilled cheese sandwich. But we're going to check it out. We're going to do it on the cooktop, which is the way you want to do it. Now, if you have a panini press, that could be good too. But let's get started. It's as simple as using these ingredients and then making a grilled cheese sandwich. But first step that we have to do is we need to take an egg, in this case, a blue egg, and half a cup of milk. Because this is going to be our mix for the outside of the sandwich. So you crack the egg. I save those for my chickens later. In goes the half a cup of milk. Grab myself a nice whisk. Chopstick works too. And I just mix this together until it's well incorporated. And then I'm going to pour that into a flatter dish for once we're done making the sandwich. And now, the rest of this, we're going to vertical. So, see you in a second. All right, now I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen a sandwich being made before, but here's what we got to do with this one. I'm going to take some mayonnaise. And that is going on. And if you want to use different brands, I mean, I know that everyone's got their personal one they're loyal to. I'm not mentioning what brand I'm using today, but it's a good one. And I'm going to mayonnaise up that side. You want to go thick, but not too thick. You can use butter too if you like. Not everybody's a fan of mayo. And then I've got a kind of a coarse grain Dijon mustard, which I'm putting on the other side. Now it's as simple as going ham, turkey, cheese to make yourself a sandwich. Now I'm using off the bone ham and whole turkey breast sliced. But if you want to use the stuff where where your lunch meat has a first name, you can certainly do that, and that'll be just fine too. This is all about you. But here is my ham, turkey, cheese. And I'm using provolone instead of Swiss because I don't eat cheese at all, and my wife cannot stand Swiss. So I'm making it an accommodation so that I don't just throw this sandwich away after I film it. But Swiss is traditional. But like anything else, make this to your taste. And I think that one slice of cheese is enough. We don't want to over cheese this, but you can. Maybe one more slice. Ta-da. This goes on top. And that is the sandwich. Now, when we're ready to dip, here is the egg and milk mix. We are just going to take this sandwich and dip both sides in that mix, and then it's going directly onto the skillet. So I'll see you over at the cooktop. We're going to heat up a skillet. So I'm heating up this skillet right now. I'm using cast iron, but whatever you have, I mean, nonstick is probably pretty good for this too. But for me, there's just something about cast iron. I use it a lot. And I'm taking a chunk of butter. And I'm going to really lubricate this surface. So while that's melting, and I'm just going to keep on getting that around there, the sandwich is now going to go into the egg batter. And I chose potato bread because in my test kitchening, I found that this is the one that seems to work the best as far as staying together. So that is now in the center. And we're going to brown that first side. So this is going to take, 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes on that first part. I just want to get that so that it's nice and crispy before we go on and give it a flip. All right, here comes the danger moment. Let's go ahead and give it a flip. Nope, I'm going to use my thinner spatula, because this one just does not want to get up underneath. There we go. And flip. Looking good. It's kind of like, it's kind of like French toast and a sandwich. And then, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of downward pressure. And if you've got a panini press or like a pressing iron, that's great. But you know what I've got? Another cast iron skillet. Now, I made sure I cleaned this underside here first, just to make sure, since I'm pushing against food. I'm just going to give that, let's give that some even pressure there. And I'm going to let that sit for another minute or two until it has browned up on both sides. So I gave it one more flip here after I saw the cheese starting to melt, when I pulled the skillet off just to see how things were looking. And I just wanted to give that first side a little bit more of a brown off so it looks like this. So this has been like 2.5 minutes. You're just making a grilled cheese, basically. And you can see the meat's heated up, the cheese is molten, and this is now ready for the heat to be off. And we're going to go ahead and bring it over to the workstation and plate up. All right, let's talk final plating. Now I've got a full sandwich here, and I think it looks way better if you cut it into 2 pieces, which I then have. You can see the layering, which is really nice. I'm going to put one down on the plate, and then I'm going to kind of like lean the other one up. Let me get my cutting board out of the way now so that we can see what I'm doing. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Be right back. Just need a little spoon for something. But so the plates here, now if you're going to want to have any accessories, like a lunch or brunch. So if you want to have, since this is kind of sweet, if you want to have like a piece of fruit or some fruit salad or maybe some cottage cheese, you can put that over here. But then the sandwich itself, I'm going to, and this brand of stuff, I mean, I don't always say brands, but I think this is so clever. These guys make containers. They're called ProKeeper, and this is their powdered sugar container. And it comes with this magnetized sugar dispenser. So I can put some powdered sugar in there, close the lid off, and then just make a little snowfall of powdered sugar to go in on this sandwich. And then I've got, in this case, blueberry jam, but whatever jam or jelly you have, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put a nice little dribble on front, and maybe just drop a couple bits on top of the old Sammy. And then think final quarter is fruit or whatever kind of side you'd want to have with this. But as you can see, it's delightful. And super quick. I mean, this didn't take very long at all. So if you like the contents of this, this is something you can make for a brunch or a lunch. Make it on the go. I mean, it's nicest hot, so it's pretty good to do. Probably better to do on a weekend or if you're entertaining somebody. But this is a really a nice thing, and it's a taste combination. So I hope you guys try it. And if you do, let me know in the comments. Remember, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. And you can always check out my Facebook page for Dave's Delightful Dishes, which is in the description, as well as my Instagram. Those are also good places to issue me challenges and check out some pictures of what I'm doing. There's also my Spreadshirt app, which has my aprons and coffee mugs and stickers and other types of things. And you know you want a t-shirt with my face on it. So go check that out. And like I always say, enjoy the food, and I'll see you at the next recipe.